Welcome and thank you for joining me to remember Patriot Day, September the 11th, to mark the anniversary of the terrorist attacks in the USA in 2001. But did you know there's also a Patriots Day? I'll have more about that next on About Space. Are you ready to fly away on a dream vacation? For cruises and all-inclusive resort vacations, call D&D Cruise and Tours at 877-747-8631. That's 877-747-8631. And see us on Facebook, D&D Cruise and Tours, where your dreams become a reality. Welcome back. Patriots Day commemorates the battles of Lexington and Concord, which were fought near Boston in 1775. Patriots Day is annually held on the third Monday of April, the actual anniversary of the battles. Patriots Day 2020 will commemorate the 245th anniversary of these battles at Concord and Lexington by the early colonists. But who were some of these colonists? Some were the men who would gather in Philadelphia on hot summer July days. These patriots were farmers, scientists, merchants, doctors, and lawyers and plantation owners. These are the early heroes who mutually pledged to each other their lives, their fortunes, and sacred honor. Our 40th president spoke on patriotism and says, "Look about you to see our heroes." President Ronald Reagan.
If we look to the answer as to why for so many years we achieved so much, prospered as no other people on earth, it was because here in this land we unleashed the energy and individual genius of man to a greater extent than has ever been done before. Freedom and the dignity of the individual have been more available and assured here than in any other place on earth. The price for this freedom at times has been high, but we have never been unwilling to pay that price. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. The sloping hills of Arlington National Cemetery, with its row upon row of simple white markers bearing crosses or stars of David, they add up to only a tiny fraction of the price that has been paid for our freedom. Each one of those markers is a monument to the kind of hero I spoke of earlier. Their lives ended in places called Belleau Wood, the Argonne, Omaha Beach, Salerno, and halfway around the world on Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Pork Chop Hill, the Chosin Reservoir, and in 100 rice paddies and jungles of a place called Vietnam. Under one such marker lies a young man, Martin Treptow, who left his job in a small-town barber shop in 1917 to go to France with the famed Rainbow Division. There on the Western Front, he was killed trying to carry a message between battalions under heavy artillery fire. We're told that on his body was found a diary. On the flyleaf, under the heading, "My Pledge," he had written these words: "America must win this war. Therefore I will work, I will save, I will sacrifice, I will endure. I will fight cheerfully and do my utmost as if the issue of the whole struggle depended on me alone." We must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. It is a weapon our adversaries in today's world do not have. It is a weapon that we as Americans do have. Let that be understood by those who practice terrorism and prey upon their neighbors. As for the enemies of freedom, those who are potential adversaries, They will be reminded that peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will negotiate for it, sacrifice for it. We will not surrender for it now or ever. We are Americans.
The Revolutionary War was started in 1775. The holiday wasn't itself recognized or observed until 1894. So today, lest we forget those who died fighting for our independence and those who died defending it so that we may live free. And may we never forget the September 11th attacks on our country. I'm David Denault. Thank you for joining me to remember Patriot Day and Patriots Day from About Space today.